Oh my God. Frankie did the cute. Did I tell you about when Frankie fell asleep on his strawberry?
No.
It was so cute.
Did you take a picture?
No, I didn't because I couldn't it was on her underside, her belly, and I couldn't access that point, but she smelled so good like a strawberry and she was all red. It was so
strawberries?
cute.
I didn't even know strawberries have scents.
What?
I wouldn't
Strawberry
be able to smell.
scented things.
Yeah, that's an artificial added scent.
No,
but if you
strawberry.
smell a strawberry.
Are you kidding?
If you smell a strawberry, nothing happens.
That is not.
It's like a rose.
That's not true.
Roses don't smell.
Connor, the whole point of roses is that they smell.
Can you guys all smell roses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wake up and smell the roses.
I have COVID.
Well, have you never been able to smell that?
I was born with COVID.
That's weird. No wonder you think smell's the least important sense. That is so strange because you actually bad smells perturb you so much, but you can't smell a strawberry or a rose. Maybe you can't smell the good smells. Weird.
Hey, Brooke.
Hi, Connor.
Are you ready to MAP?
I'm ready to pee.
Ignorance is bliss. I'm living in a world of my own, and it's awesome.
Oh, I thought I was responsible for 9/11 when I was 5
Where were you?
in Pennsylvania. Touch grass, might I suggest.
We're just going to dive right in today.
So, are we starting? Whoa, why is this so hard today?
The time change.
Okay. Yeah, I am very jet lagged. Okay.
From
so
Sunday. The hour.
No, I'm not joking. I completely messed up my whole circadian rhythm. Usually I get out of bed at 8:30.
Well, there's no circadian rhythm when the sun hasn't come out in 7 days.
No, listen. Usually I get up at 8:30 out of my bed. Couldn't get up till 11 yesterday. How does that make sense?
Iron deficiency.
No, Connor, my iron's fine. I keep telling you I got my blood tested.
Chakras. I don't know.
I'm just saying it just doesn't make how does that work? It is my body is just so sensitive to the elements,
Hey guys, welcome to Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast. We're trying to be more diligent about our intro and our outro because a lot of times we kind of just soft intro and it's it's a little bit confusing. Have we started? Where did she come from? Where did she go?
It's confusing for everyone.
Where did she come from?
Cotton Eye Joe.
No. That was my own train of thought.
Okay.
That had not been coined before.
Right. And so we have enlisted the help of AI. What does AI stand for? Automated intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Artificial intelligence. We've enlisted her help today to help us with an intro.
So we asked ChatGPT.
ChatGPT has helped us.
Chat Girl Boss Town.
And so this is our intro.
Yeah. So ChatGPT wrote it for us.
Scene.
So here we go.
Here we go. Hey, everyone, and welcome back to Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast. I'm Brooke, and I'm here with my co-host, Connor.
Hey there, listeners. Today we're going to be talking about something that's been on our minds a lot lately, the future.
That's right. We'll be discussing our hopes, dreams, and fears for what's to come.
It's going to be an interesting conversation. Let's dive in.
That was perfect.
The Daily?
Oh, I loved that.
Yeah, welcome to The Daily with Brooke and Connor.
That very
Let's talk about why the banks failed.
Set
Brooke.
the scene.
Yeah.
That is what we're talking about.
That is what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm thinking I can explain the Silicon Valley Bank failure. I'm serious. And not just because ChatGPT just set us up in a very 3D printed type way. I feel like I could actually do it.
What? And I've never heard
Did
of
you?
it.
You didn't even hear about it.
Mm-mm.
See, this is
What is it called? The Silicon Valley?
The bank.
The bank.
So it was a bank that failed, but basically, okay. So I'll set the scene. The reason this is a big deal is because it's shocking to see how many people it actually does affect us all. It could, and I don't know if it is yet necessarily. Well, it is. We're talking about it. Anyways,
is it a bank, like a building? Like one singular bank?
It's
in Silicon Valley?
What would you call it? But it's more than that because you can invest. You can invest in stock in Silicon Valley Bank as well. It's like an entity. It's also its own.
An NFT.
It's a large bank.
Okay.
But it's it was also a niche enough, almost boutique style bank to start, and then they raised enough money because they were small enough to where they weren't being regulated like a big bank, you know? So like there were a lot of things that flew under the radar when like interest rates were lower, blah, 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 blah.
Totally.
So like when Trump was in office, I think this was like 2016, he like had like a lot of faith in this bank and like kind of passed all these things to let them fly under the radar. The thing about this bank was that it's a really boutique, hip, trendy bank for a lot of these like rich people.
You saying the word boutique when describing a bank isn't making sense.
It's
to
a
me.
boutique agency. It's like
Because I'm thinking of just like dresses and shoes and,
right. Okay, so
and such.
So when something is like in this sense boutique, so like a talent agency that's managing talent can be a boutique agency because they're small and selective about who they take on as clients. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How
I
about
don't
this?
like it, but yeah.
How can I weave in the 1975
No, I get it.
into this?
They're a boutique. They were a boutique band.
Okay. Do you know how words can have different definitions depending on the context?
A
That's
little
like
bit.
what's
yeah.
happening here.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I get it.
Okay. Imagine the bank.
No, I get it.
Is playing somebody else by the 1975, and you walk
That's
in,
not a boutique
and
song.
and everyone's there withdrawing a bunch of cash, and you're kind of grooving and moving.
Okay.
In
I
your
would
own
think
world.
that's not even my favorite song.
Okay. Oh, Caroline is fine.
Okay.
So let's get back on track because I will get confused.
You brought it up.
I'm just trying to make this word problem
Yeah.
make sense to you.
No, I love that.
And it's I'll easily get off track. So basically, this bank was allowing people to have like a lot of money involved. You can also buy stock in this bank, whatever. Something happened. This is the part where I lose it. So something happened that caused them
The
to
part where you lose it, it seems like the main.
no.
the main part.
It's not the main part. This is not
Okay.
the main part. Basically, like they had some reason to need to sell a $21 billion government bond, which is typically a really safe investment to have, a government bond. Now, when people start to find out that this place that you have a lot of money in has sold a really safe bond in 24 hours, about $20 billion, with a loss
spooked.
with a loss of $2 billion. So they were okay losing $2 billion out of a $21 billion investment, with billion with a B. Then you're like, wow, why is my bank
Yeah.
where I have all my money, millions and millions of dollars, selling that and
Right.
like okay losing $2 billion?
Okay.
So then people get wind of that and they go and they start withdrawing. When a bank is losing a ton of cash, and it's a domino effect, when people start
Domino
pulling out their money
effect.
and they're like, I don't want to leave mine there,
yeah.
it starts causing widespread panic, which caused, and by the way, this bank was funding, because it was also VC, right? It was like venture capitalist type bank.
It's the Silicon Valley Bank, so it's where a lot of startups put their money.
Right. Okay, so Silicon Valley, you know Silicon Valley.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So it's like where a bunch of startups. So like think of this bank is like where someone who was trying to make like
incubation. At an incubation.
organic skincare for dogs, like would put their money here and then reinvest it to start their company, and it was like a really safe, trendy place to do that. All of the people at this bank are not us. They're people they're Mark Cuban type people. Like they're rich, they're entitled, they have hundreds and thousands of Twitter followers, so they have pull. So when they start saying like, "Oop, we got to pull it's like people are
Domino.
following them and listening to them, and it's causing a domino effect where other people are like looking at their smaller banks, like maybe I should take my money out too. So then you see like people put money. Then that's when banks start to fail. FDIC steps in, takes it over control. Now that's a failed bank. SVB at that point is a failed bank.
Okay.
Now, the government comes in and says, do not panic. We're paying. Let me look up exactly what they said. They said
Why
something
does the government care enough to step in?
because this could cause.
It feels like they have so many other things they could do.
This could cause like financial panic enough to cause like
This
a
bank
larger
is that big?
fail. It's big enough because the players involved with that bank are big enough with
their
pull,
Twitter
with
followers.
influence.
With their Twitter followers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like how. It's like if. Here, this is good. If someone were to get canceled that was our friend,
Okay.
say Caucasian James gets canceled.
Okay.
Wouldn't even be a shocker to me. Just kidding. It would. But if I unfollow him and you unfollow him, and then other people see that follow us are like, why are people unfollowing him? They're going to unfollow him.
Yeah, I understand the domino effect
Yeah.
piece.
So
Yeah.
basically, to avoid the domino situation, the government comes in and says, there's systemic risk enough, and systemic risk is that if people are pulling out here, we're going to pay everyone back that was at that bank so they don't have to. But typically there's only a $250,000 guarantee when you put your money in a bank. That's all they can basically give you back. So if you put $500,000 in, you're only guaranteed to get $250,000 back. And the government agreed to pay everything back for this bank to chill everyone out and be like, everyone chill, it's going to be okay. And so you just kind of have to like trust the FDIC and to like do what they're supposed to do. But then it's just like a government thing. It's like, okay, government says it's fine. Trust daddy, government.
Okay.
I don't. That's as much as I know. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What questions do you have for me right now?
No, I don't have any questions for you. That was so clear. This is me every meeting when they say, what questions do you have? None that I can think of right now, but I'll send you an email if any come to mind.
So you were blacked out that entire time?
Completely blacked, but I literally tried my best, and I think I could explain it if you asked me.
Well, see, that's why I had to go so fast, because I will lose. That's like when I do stand-up. I have to go so fast through it, because if I pause and think about why this led to this, like, I can't remember.
You know what, Connor? The subject matter had me blacking out a little bit, but you know what had me like coming back to your story? Your passion. You were really into it.
And the reason this one is a big deal is because it was the second largest bank failure in history.
What's the first?
Probably the Great Depression, no? Or 2008.
Oh, damn.
Great Depression.
That was a
the
big
Dust Bowl, Brooke.
Was 2008 technically worse than the Great Depression in terms of
No, but it was in terms of bank failures.
Bank failures?
Yeah. First is the worst, second is the best, third is one with a hairy chest.
Hairy chest, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Prose. Most of you have probably heard me sing the praises of Prose, the world's most personalized hair care. Switching to a custom routine from Prose was one of the best things I've done for my hair. And the results I'm seeing just keep getting better.
Your hair does look good.
It's in my hair today.
I haven't been wearing a hat usually.
You haven't not been?
No, I haven't.
Good.
No, because
we love you hatless.
Yeah, well, I have been using Prose.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming together.
It's helping the flow, because usually like I'll wash my hair in my other shampoos, make it fluffy like like feathers.
Yes.
And it grows out. It gets fluffy outwards. It doesn't, you know what I mean? So
Prose is able to fluff it inwards.
I've just never seen this happen.
Okay, good.
Prose knows there's more to you than just your hair type. Prose has given over 1 million consultations with their in-depth hair quiz. We love quizzes, which is how I got started.
The quiz only took a couple of minutes, and I learned a lot about how the environment affects my hair. Based on the zip code feature, I was able to see how the pollution and sun rays in my specific area affected my hair health, and then got a custom shampoo to help combat those outside features.
Yeah.
Combat. Same
Either
word.
way.
Same word, really,
Tomato.
when you break it down. Plus, Prose has a cool feature called the Review and Refine tool, which lets me tweak my formulas for any reason in case I change up my address, my hair color, or even my diet.
Yeah.
I had to do that. I had to change it up.
Why did you have to change it?
Because I keep saying my hair is curly, because it used to be, and I just like can't admit that it's just like objectively straight.
What would you call mine?
Wavy.
Wavy. Yeah.
Mine's wavy when it's healthy, but I had to change the formula to straight because I was in denial.
It's also worth diving back into the review tool when summer hits, because I'll be personally in the sun and at the beach.
Totally.
I cannot. I'm shaking in my boots to get to the beach. As a carbon neutral certified B Corp, Prose is an industry leader in clean and responsible beauty. All their ingredients are sustainably sourced, ethically gathered, and cruelty-free, so they're checking all those boxes. They're also the first custom beauty brand to go carbon neutral. You won't see anyone else doing that anytime soon. If you're not 100% positive Prose is the best hair care you've ever had, they'll take all the products back, no questions asked.
Prose is the healthy hair regimen with your name all over it. Take your free in-depth hair consultation and get 15% off your first order today. Go to prose.com/BNDC. That's prose.com/BANDC for your free in-depth hair consultation and 15% off.
Thanks, Prose.
Okay, well, Connor, thank you for sharing that.
Oh my God, Brooke,
I
I'm
learned
absolutely pooped.
I learned a lot.
Come to this podcast, you don't know what you're
You
going to
don't.
get.
I didn't know that was coming.
No, and I literally did what the Daily did in 34 minutes in 4.
Wow,
So,
yeah, you did a good job.
Take it or
I'm
leave
going to leave here having learned something that new.
Right. Well,
Something new.
this is a developing situation, so feel free to,
cool.
to follow me on Instagram as I post updates.
Awesome. Okay.
You're gonna want to watch this space, especially if you have over $250,000 in any sort of
bank.
small bank. I did get
any small bank.
What's funny is, so my mom sent me a recall on my. every time I feel like I'm on top of my shit, every single time I'm like, oh, I'm ahead of the game. I'm feeling good. I knocked out a bunch of stuff on my to-do list. Something happens to either my car or my teeth.
That's how it works.
I get my oil changed. I get home. I'm kind of on top of the world. I can like work on
Do you go
other.
to the dealership to get your oil changed, or just like a Valvoline?
So my car, because my car is newer and they have an app for my car. Start it, stop it, lock it.
Oil change via app?
It alerts me on my app that it's because it checks all my fluids in the computer, and it's like you have to go get an oil change, and then you just one click.
That's really
book
cool.
It. And then whatever, I drop it off, whatever, I come back. Anyways, so I'm on top
I
of
would
my
have
stuff.
deleted the app.
Ooh, that's annoying.
Oh God,
this is no longer serving me in the way that I need.
I don't want to hear that.
So I'm feeling on top of the world the other day. I'm like, I can finally like go back through and knock out some stuff that's been on the back burner. Like clockwork, text from my dad, make sure you get your car registered.
And you've had that car for 2 years.
I would rather drive my car into a CVS than like storefront than get it registered. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I think that's an online thing. Or I don't think you have to go into the DMV.
That's one
for
of
that.
life's biggest mysteries.
Yeah. I don't know. You know that mine's been expired.
You have Pennsylvania.
I know that one's I have a California car. Did you see my license plate?
You re-registered to California?
They did it. I don't know.
Oh, Brooke, what?
But I had to change my insurance in, and it went up $1,000. Isn't that insane? For California, because I was cheating the system by still being registered in Pennsylvania or insured in Pennsylvania.
Here's the thing,
and now I have no choice.
You haven't been insured in California?
No, Ryan.
Everyone, please be for
real. And it
real.
went up from $600 every 6 months to almost $2,000.
Right.
Every 6 months.
So it's hard for me to beat that system as someone with Texas plates, because here to get it registered, you have to get a smog check. In Texas, you get a safety inspection.
Exactly. Me too. In Pennsylvania.
Can we think about that for a second? Where are our priorities, California? Pollution, or if my brakes work?
Yeah.
That's like.
It's a good point.
Yeah, but that's why we have Prose to double check on how the pollution is affecting our hair day to day.
Also, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're like the most polluted state.
I can't correct you if you're wrong. I don't know.
Because you don't know the information. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we are the smoggiest state.
It's because we are just always in our damn cars.
Yeah, but who isn't?
New Yorkers. Yeah.
Okay, but those streets are flooded with cars.
Yeah, but there's like 4 people
most
in
polluted
each of
state, California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's due to factories or
We'll never
like
know.
Cows,
Cars.
I heard that cows are just troublemakers.
Oh yeah.
In terms of pollution.
I've heard that too. It's true.
Maybe
if
next
you
week
watch something
I'll
about
do a
it.
daily deep dive into
carbon monoxide. Which one's the bad one? Monoxide or dioxide?
Monoxide. CO2 is what comes out when we breathe. And
That's dioxide.
Seems like no one's talking about that.
No,
yeah.
I think they. I don't know.
That's why when you're hyperventilating, when you're having a panic attack, they give you the bag.
Yeah.
Does CO2 like calm you down or something?
No, I don't.
Why do you want to breathe in more CO2 when you're having a panic attack?
I don't think that cows are giving off carbon monoxide because then we'd be dead, right? Because that's what gets you.
The farts are carbon monoxide. Is it CO2?
What?
Methane.
Mm-hmm. Methane.
Of course.
Okay.
We were gonna get there.
We were.
Might have taken a second.
Yeah.
Quick housekeeping item that I was supposed to say 8 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be added to our Instagram close friends story, swipe up for the Brooke and Connor tier, or TMG Studio sign up is what I should have said when I said swipe. Sign up, that is, for the Brooke and Connor tier or TMG Studios tier on tmgstudios.tv, and click the link in the description of our bonus episodes to fill out the form. I think we missed a couple people, so we'll catch up on that.
Yeah.
Let us know if we missed you.
We posted on Close Friends.
We've been going ham
yeah.
on Close Friends.
I've been posting the TikToks that have been like moving me to tears at night, and then I'll watch them in the morning, and they're on Close Friends, and it's just like, it's so interesting to kind of process the space that I was in, that those had brought me to tears. It's an interesting thing to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend subscribing if possible.
If you feel called.
Yeah. Speaking of the bank and whatnot. I guess who I saw at the gym.
Remind me.
You want to play 20 questions?
No, I know who it is. I already know.
Okay, who is it?
Paul Mescal.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I didn't watch Normal People, so I don't know how nuts that is, but I know that he
was nominated. He was at the gym because he was here for the Oscars that he was nominated for.
What was he in?
After Sun. Nominated for an Oscar, so he's in town, so he's going to go to Equinox, and I'm going to see him. That was a wild day because that morning I had removed Cole Sprouse from my tier 3 section of the crush list.
Yeah.
After seeing his clips, just the clips from Call Her Daddy, I had made that choice to remove him. Sad. Always a sad day when you remove someone, when someone has to go, you know?
Sure.
But where there is death, there is rebirth via the Phoenix. I'm walking up the stairs to Equinox, where these stairs are so narrow, Connor, that usually people like wait for the person to come down until they go up.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying attention. So I moved forward, which is going up while someone was coming down. That person coming down, Paul M.
Did you touch him?
Oh, not really. But like our energy, like in the sense that like you're never touching someone, you know? Like we might as well have been
your
touching.
aura's
Yeah.
brushed.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of chilling.
Yeah.
I always make a point, like if I'm passing someone like that, like
to
touch. To kind of like just at least touch elbows.
I think I was just so like, what?
Osmosis Jones.
I also
style.
don't trust my vision a lot of the time. So it was like, there's no way. So I had doubled back. I put my stuff away in the locker rooms upstairs, went back downstairs, which I never go there because it's a little bit, that's where like the machinery really is.
Yeah.
Not for me. But I had gone down there because there are some treadmills down there. And I just parked myself on the treadmill next to Paul and just worked out for 30 minutes next to Paul Mescal. Isn't that insane?
That's a cool thing. You should add that. I made a notes page recently with like cool things that have happened so I don't forget.
Oh, and I had to add him to my crush list.
Oh.
So when there's death, there's rebirth. But then I had to put Cole back.
Because you watched the entire
Because I
Call Her
actually
Daddy.
did watch the entire Call Her Daddy and not the clips. And the clips were just like, not necessarily taken out of context, but like the smallest part of the interview.
Yeah.
Like he said some really powerful things and he made me cry.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I had to put him back. So I would watch the whole Call Her Daddy interview because I've completely changed my mind when given more information, and that's a normal thing to do.
That is normalize it, changing your mind when you get info. Well, good. I'm glad that like nothing really changed. It was just a more the merrier.
It was just like a
on the
day
crush
of
list.
adding things and removing things and adding them back and changing your mind. And
Paul Mescal is such an interesting character because like when I look at his face, if I put him in Kansas,
it makes sense.
hang on, no, I mean
doesn't make sense at all.
he's a bit of a chameleon to me because like now he's British, right?
Right.
You put him there.
Now he's British, yeah.
I mean, like in
he's
our
not British.
what is he?
Irish.
Put him in Ireland. Totally makes sense. Put him in a different setting. Having been like, say he was born in like Kansas or Tennessee, could also see that.
No, I see that.
Put him in New York, could see that. Put him in Florida, yeah, I could see that. He's like a bit of a shapeshifter depending on setting.
No, I agree. He made sense on the treadmill. Whereas like if I saw like, I don't know, a different celebrity, I would be like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, he fits in. He's a chameleon.
How tall is he?
Exactly. Probably like your height.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah, he's perfect height. He's wearing the shortest shorts and he was sprinting. And then get this. I'm not able to work out unless I'm watching the Amazon Prime Madison Square Garden performance of the 1975 concert. I have to watch that 2-hour thing on repeat. And then I realized
working out for 4 hours?
No, I usually watch like 40 minutes of it and then I'll pick up where I left off. But it's been about 4 weeks of that, so I've seen it about, do the math, I don't know. I was watching that next to him and he could see we were that close. We were on adjacent treadmills. And then I was like, oh shit, he probably hates me. Because if he's seeing that, Phoebe, his ex-fiance, is kind of in the crew of Bo Burnham and Maddie Healy, and he was probably hating that I was watching that.
Right.
I felt awful, but I couldn't stop or else I'd have to get off the treadmill.
It's a catch-22.
It is. So it's possible that Paul hates me in a very real way.
You can't win them all.
No, you can't.
And it's kind of fun thinking that person would harbor those feelings towards you because
To
they're
think about me in any way.
you're operating that same capacity in their mind.
Yeah.
Hey guys, want to take another quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, Care of. Care of is a subscription service that ships high quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your door every month.
Everyone is different, especially when it comes to health needs and goals. And that's why Care of is here to make it easier than ever to stick to a vitamin routine personally tailored to your everyday wellness. You take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle and health goals for a personalized, doctor-backed recommendation, taking the guesswork out of what supplements are best suited for you. I've recently started taking vitamins and have noticed a big difference in my overall health.
I know you won't stop talking about it.
No, with Care Of's quiz, I was able to fill out the areas in my life I want to focus on with my health, and Care Of sent me a convenient and personalized package of all the vitamins that would help me feel my best.
Yeah.
Plus, everything is sent in individual packages to take the guesswork out of when and what to take.
I love those little packages.
Me too, and I also don't forget if I have taken my meds already.
Well, they come in each dose comes in its own little package.
Exactly.
And it's not waste because I'm pretty sure we'll say it, but it's compostable or something. I can't remember. The individual daily packs are so convenient for travel. Just toss a couple in your bag or purse and you're all set. I already said that. Care of also has a free app that's there to help track your progress and how you feel. You can even earn rewards like discounts and merch when you take your vitamins daily. These are the first vitamins that I ever took consistently because of those little packages.
For 50%, that's 50%. That's a lot. Off your first
Is a lot.
Care Of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code BANDC50.
Right.
That's takecareof.com and enter code BNC50 for 50% off your first Care Of order.
That's exciting. I was late to the Oscars because I was eating soup in my car.
The chili one?
Yeah, the white chicken
corn
chili.
with the corn chips on?
Oh my God.
Is that from Whole Foods?
Gelson's.
Gelson's, okay. Oh, you love Gelson's soup.
I love Gelson's soup. So it's kind of just like a chili.
Is Gelson's only in California?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I like it because no one I know would ever go to Gelson's.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like a little bit of like going to your parents' grocery store. It feels like a little homier.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to go there. And then there's the Whole Foods I told you where like if I'm wearing a really good outfit, that's where I'll go.
Okay.
To see and be seen. But otherwise, I like to move in silence like lasagna. Because I'm a real G.
Walk me through that one.
So.
Silent G in lasagna?
Yeah.
How does that make it real?
Because I'm a real G, so I move in silence like lasagna.
But wouldn't that be an unreal G in lasagna because you can't hear it?
But in context of me, like I'm a real G.
Right, then you wouldn't be like lasagna.
Well, I move in silence like the one in lasagna.
Oh, got it.
So me and Gelson's, you might as well call it Elson's because we're moving in silence like real Gs.
Did you make that up?
No.
Okay.
No, that's a Lil Wayne lyric from... Oh my God.
Pussy Money Weed. That's the only Lil Wayne song I know.
Real G's moving in silence like lasagna.
Bedrock?
6 foot, 7 foot. Thank you so much.
Oh,
anyway, so I was late to watching the Oscars. I tuned in. Refreshing award show, I have to say.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. It was very wholesome. I didn't see a ton of the movies. I saw Everywhere, Everything, All at Once, and
Did you like it? You were confused.
It was a little bit. No, I wasn't confused.
Overwhelmed?
Yeah, movies like Interstellar.
I've still never seen
and
that.
things like that, where time and space are kind of melted into one. Not for me. That's okay. I do think that it was like brilliant writing.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone in that movie was phenomenal.
Totally.
So now one thing about that. The man in the glasses that seemed to be up on stage every 4 seconds because they were sweeping this. They brought up the dustpan and the mop because they swept that stage. He needed to hand the mic to someone else. The guy in the glasses.
The guy who wrote the movie?
Was he the writer of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess he must have written that speech too. It was the same length as the movie. He could not stop talking. I was just looking
I think he was excited in his defense for winning all those Oscars.
He could have dialed it back and handed the mic to like one other person, I think. Every time he went up, I was like, how do you even know this many people to thank?
There's probably a lot of people with a movie like that to thank.
When I texted you, this guy with the glasses needs to stop, you said, I agree.
Well, I was trying to give another perspective, but yeah.
No, please. No, I'm agreeing with you. I was just like, Really?
I always think like the speeches are always too long for me, except if you're Quay.
Yeah,
Quay Kwong. He could stay up there.
That was
for
really special. I didn't
years,
know
if I'm
the
concerned.
kid from the Goonies.
Yes,
how
Data.
special. I haven't seen the Goonies in so long. But
it's worth rewatching through his lens now. I love watching things through different lenses.
Yeah,
of different people or different themes. Always fun.
That was so wholesome.
He's America's sweetheart.
He truly
put him on the flag.
I want him to be the president.
I do too.
And I would listen to every key speech address
sobbing during his speech because it's like
he needs.
Obviously, people are genuine and excited when they win Oscars, but like there's always a bit of course, like there would be as there should be with anyone. There's like a bit of ego, like like I worked hard and I earned this and I deserve it, whatever. With him, it's just like pure awe and so genuine, and it's just like he's just the most authentic, genuine person in Hollywood.
What's it called when you're like really appreciative of something? It starts with a G.
Genuine, grateful.
He was
gratitude.
He was full of gratitude.
Yeah,
his cup overfloweth.
He is just like the most genuine person.
I wanted to in the Oscars right there. He should have.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really liked it. I thought it was cool. I also just from an overview perspective, I think it was so refreshing because I didn't feel the need to tune in. It wasn't being overdone. I feel like recently what we've done is everything that has happened recently, everybody needs to be there. They have 50 TikTokers promoting it. We've got, everything doesn't need to be. Everyone doesn't need to watch everything.
Everyone doesn't need to be everywhere
all at once.
Everywhere all at once.
Good reference.
Thanks.
Good circle back. I'm just thinking everything doesn't need to be Rihanna at the Super Bowl.
Right.
We don't need Tom Brady and Joe Rogan playing catch at the Met Gala.
Did you see someone was like, I liked Rihanna singing, but it wasn't as good as the Super Bowl.
It's not the Super Bowl.
She didn't do 50 songs.
She was doing the song from the movie that was nominated. I think that was a really classy event, and it was refreshing to see because it wasn't forced. That being said,
what?
The interviews on the red carpet, I just missed Joan Rivers. That was entertainment. This now is just
I don't know if I'm gonna get pushed back for this because I like Laverne Cox as a person and an actress, but her interview style does not work for me personally.
Well.
Because it's the exact same question every single time. What story is your outfit telling? And most people are just I like the way it looks. I look hot. And let's leave it at that. It's the same thing.
Here's my
every
first call.
Time. Who is it?
Scam likely. Go ahead. Sorry.
That was it. That's all I had to say. I'm ready for a different person.
Well, the thing is, it's not interviewers anymore. It's famous people.
Right.
Why is Vanessa Hudgens the person on the interviewing people on the red carpet? She probably wants to be interviewed.
No, yeah, the only genuine interviewer is Chicken Shop, who I love.
She's good.
Who I do love.
She's really good. I can't say anything bad about her. Do you remember Joan Rivers being out there?
I do remember Joan Rivers.
And celebrities were scared of Joan Rivers. She didn't hold back.
Right.
You can't do that anymore. Everything that comes out is ooh, someone's looking good. It's what happened to
But it's also an honor to be interviewed by Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
I feel the people now, people don't want to be interviewed.
No, it's please stop. Hugh Grant,
Did you see Hugh? Can we watch?
Yeah.
Can we pull that interview up?
See, the thing about that is he's a British dude. That's how they interact.
No,
Ashley Graham is not an interviewer. She didn't do anything wrong, but that's not her forte.
Yeah. Let's watch this because I think we might have a different take than most people.
Excited to see tonight.
To see?
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
No one in particular.
Oh. There was a different part where he just simply walked away.
It was bad. It was painful, but the thing is, if you watch this interview and he says, he mentions Vanity Fair, he's making a reference to a work. He's not talking about the Vanity Fair party, the brand.
Well,
he's making a reference back, and when she doesn't catch that and she's talking about the party, his whole demeanor changes, and that's at the beginning of the interview.
And also she was talking about Glass Onion with him, and she was like, "How was it to be a part of that film?" He had
2 seconds. He opens
like
the
not
door.
even a second
Yeah.
in the film, and he was just like, "I wasn't in
So-
it," and she was like, "Oh,
The reason this doesn't work is because, like, as an interviewer, you get a book and you study every person that you might see
right,
for months. That's your job. Ashley Graham doesn't have time to do that.
right,
She's a celebrity.
right." It just like
So-
wasn't an informed interview, and
This-
I think he was just like, "I'm over it."
This is the Academy's fault for not hiring people as interviewers.
I think, yeah, and I think both of them, like I guess I don't even know if I want to say she should have been more prepared, because it's just like
No, I'm not.
it's on the Academy, right, for hiring
I'm not.
her. It's
I'm
just
not
like,
blaming her at all. I think she kept it really
No,
positive and really light, but this is just not how it should go.
right, and I don't think I'm ready to blame. I guess he could have been like, I mean, that's just who he is. Like, he's dry. He's. This is just like that's Hugh Grant.
He's also a list. I don't know, like, they don't owe anything, and he's not going to be affected by anyone saying he was an asshole.
right.
He's,
I don't.
like,
Yeah,
the
it's
interview
just
could have
like,
been better. They could have, like, and it's not Ashley Grant's
facilitate
fault.
better interviews.
Yes.
Yeah,
but it's not her fault. She's not a journalist. She's
No,
not
it's
Joan
not her
Rivers.
fault.
Joan Rivers would have gone in there and said,
Joan Rivers would have been like, "Hold on, come back."
Why are you giving me
Yeah,
anything to work?
yeah.
You give me something. What are you? You know, like, what's your? For me, I would have been so taken aback, but I would have been like,
Yeah, I would.
what are you
like,
scared
yeah.
of? What's like the scariest animal to you?
Right. At that point, just like go.
Do you think
completely off
global
the rails.
warming is good, Hugh Grant?
Yeah, no, I'm not ready to fully condemn Hugh on this.
But can we watch when his demeanor changes when he makes a reference to Vanity
Yeah,
Fair? I think it's a film or a movie, but he's saying the Vanity
Okay.
Fair, because think about what a Vanity Fair. It's like vanity. Which
I
is,
would have done the same thing as Ashley.
No.
I wouldn't
She
have known
panicked,
this-
but he's doing a very British like thing. Like again, it's on Ashley's fault, and I feel like
that's
we're gonna
just
get
his
in trouble for.
personality. No, it's not. I don't think it's either of their faults necessarily. I mean, Hugh's kind of an asshole, but I that's just like it is what it is.
We can't just be patting each other on the back nonstop and being like just unabashedly supportive of every single thing that everyone does all the time. Like, it's a celebrity high stakes event. It's the Oscars.
Well, Hugh Grant was my first cardboard cutout.
There's always little Easter eggs you're
Yeah.
giving us every episode
Yeah.
about some like
That's the cardboard cutout that lived in my dorm.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's one where I say, okay.
Yeah.
I get
Watching
that.
over me.
Okay, wait, watch when he mentions Vanity
Okay.
Fair.
A few times. What's your favorite thing about coming to the Oscars?
Well, it's fascinating. It's
He's smiling.
The whole of
Yeah,
humanity
no,
is here.
nothing.
It's Vanity Fair.
Oh, it's all about Vanity
Yeah.
Fair. Yes, that's where we let loose and have a little bit of fun.
That's when
what
he
are you most
loses her.
excited
Look at
to
his
see
smile
tonight?
face.
To see,
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies.
You
Are
went
you
from
excited
smiling
to
to
see
like, oh,
anybody
she didn't
win?
even
Do you
pick
have
up on my thing.
Your hopes up for anyone?
no one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
Lost.
Just my suit.
It's too painful.
Your suit? Who
Yeah.
made your suit? You didn't make it.
I can't remember my tailor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tailor.
Yeah.
It's just like a different
so
style
tough.
of
what does
interview
it
than
feel
he's
like to
used
be
to.
in
Like he's
Glass
used to
Onion?
like
It was such an
very
amazing
like people who
film.
have
Really
done their research or asking like very specific questions. And she's just not an
Well,
interviewer.
the thing
She
is-
also unfollowed me on TikTok, by the way.
All right, may she rest.
And that's fine. I'm not mad at her, but I just am throwing that out there. If
That's-
I seem to be,
That's gnarly to unfollow someone on TikTok. I've never unfollowed someone on TikTok.
I think she like maybe I had made it up that she followed me in the first place, but she definitely doesn't follow me, and I'm pretty sure she did at one point. That's fine though.
That's totally fine.
Because normalize changing your mind, even if it means deciding that you want to unfollow me.
Like, yes.
Yes. Did we make any statements, like any sense while talking about
I think
that?
at the beginning we did, and then we just kind of went back and
So
forth.
in summary,
Everything is wrong.
everything about that is wrong. No one is really to blame except for the Academy. Is that what we're saying?
I think that, like, if you're going to have people interviewing, like, this went viral for the wrong reasons, and now Hugh Grant, who's never going to see any of the backlash, is getting stamped as, like, asshole.
I think he was like just like really uncomfortable and thrown off because he didn't know what to say. Like it's not a typical interview for him.
Right. This is someone who wasn't in any of the movies,
Right.
right? So, like, he's there. What do you ask him? Like,
Right.
you have to be prepared. As a comedian,
Was he technically there for Glass Onion?
I don't think so. Was he?
Because that would be a game like that would.
Obviously not, because he was like, no, I don't really
Right.
care. But I think he's just someone who goes to the Oscars like every year.
Grant.
Yeah.
He was presenting.
He was presenting, but why was he presenting? Okay,
Present like
because he's Hugh Grant.
because he's Hugh Grant. Yeah.
Okay. When you feel this is why I feel bad for Ashley Graham, because like
I feel bad for both of
she's
them.
a celebrity, she's an influencer, like she's a model. She's not a comedian that can pick up when she realizes she's bombing and switch a subject and like read her audience. She's good at probably receiving interviews, and she was good at doing it, but it was just like very surface level, confusing to follow.
No, yeah, I feel bad for everyone.
Who are you
involved.
wearing? You think Hugh Grant gives a shart who he's wearing?
Right. His tailor.
He's wearing his tailor, which supports small businesses. He should have said the tailor's name, but he probably doesn't want to blow up the spot.
Hi, guys. We want to take another quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. Stand out with a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything. Your products, content you create, and even your time.
First of all, Squarespace makes it so easy for creators to monetize their content and expertise in a way that fits their brand. With members areas, you can unlock new revenue stream for your business and free up time in your schedule by selling access for gated content like videos, online courses, or newsletters. Create pro-level videos effortlessly. The Squarespace Video Studio app lets you make and share engaging videos to tell your story, grow your audience, and drive sales. That's one of my favorite features because I can create videos, no hassle. I have never had something on my computer or anywhere else where I can make like high level videos.
Exactly.
I always feel stupid when I'm like, you do all my stuff on iMovie. Squarespace, the video studio has templates and stuff that like they help you do the process depending on what kind of video you're trying to make.
Yeah. You can also use insights to grow your business. Learn where your site visits and sales are coming from and analyze which channels are most effective. Improve your website and build a marketing strategy based on your top keywords or most popular products and content. Squarespace also lets you display posts from your social profiles on your website.
That's good.
Automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too.
What you should do right now is head to squarespace.com/BNC for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code BANDC to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/BANDC for a free trial and offer code BANDC to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Okay.
You could do the next one because I feel like I'm caffeined up going ham.
Okay,
today.
well, let's see. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. This is one of the biggest. Would I have done a 360 or a 180 if I've completely changed my mind? 180. This is one of the biggest 180s I've ever taken.
Yeah.
Because when I've talked about this, but I'll say it again. A year ago now, I had gone to just like watch a taping of Jimmy Kimmel and she was on and I was like so upset by her presence.
Yeah.
Just because she is just a lot. She is like so I don't know if abrasive is the right word, but like she
in your face
comes on so strong. And I was like, I felt like uncomfortable. Now I'm just like, oh my God, she is just like so herself. Like no one is going to tell Jamie Lee to be anyone else. And she's not going to. Like nothing will ever change this woman.
Yeah.
And I love that about her. And she's a nut, but like she owns it,
Yeah.
I think. And now I love Jamie Lee. And she was nutting on stage, like just like being herself, like an absolute nut. And I love it. And I love her.
Yeah.
Like at first, like when she got up there, because she had won, and she goes, stop. Because everyone's cheering and she wanted to talk. At first, I would have been like, Jamie Lee, like that's rude. Like, don't say that. But now I'm like, shut up. Jamie Lee is talking. So I've just like really come around to Jamie Lee. I love her. I'm happy that she won. I was moved to tears by her like post, when they like interview you after you win, like off of the stage. I was moved to tears by that speech that she gave, and I'm completely forgetting what it was, but I know that I was moved to tears by it.
Just she wanted the
She was
awards
like-
to be less binary
said-
and
no,
more
she said-
inclusive of.
They said, do you think your parents are looking down
Oh,
on
yeah.
you? And she said, no, I don't believe that they are looking down on me. I don't believe that, but I believe that they are with me. And then I started sobbing. Of
See,
course.
like she
But-
would have been great in that interview with Ashley Graham because it's not that deep.
Right.
Like literally say yes or no. And then
Yeah.
we got like several other A-listers that need to get in here. I think Stephanie Sue should have won the award.
Both of them to me were great. I voted for both of them on my ballot. actually.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I was doing a ballot. I thought Stephanie was going to win, but I kind of wanted Jamie to win, but would have been fine with either of them.
Gotcha.
But I love Jamie Lee. I can't stress that enough. I would love her on this pod.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about her?
No,
Don't be shy.
I think she was great in Activia.
Yeah. Don't be shy because I have said on this podcast that I hated her before. So don't be shy.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
She's not your favorite.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I get it. She's a
Recently.
She's a strong personality.
I think that like when people get too much airtime, it burns me out, and that's what happened with me. I'm like every time there's just okay.
Well, the thing about Jamie Lee is you're right. Like she just hasn't gotten this much airtime before. She has always been this way. I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
Based on my experience with her at Jimmy Kimmel.
Respect her.
What do you think about Jimmy Kimmel?
Okay, I feel bad now for any comedian that gets up there and has to do it. Like he was such a limp dick, but I feel like there's so much risk of.
What do you mean by limp dick? Just like nothing?
It was just the jokes were just like low hanging fruit gimmies. Like they even did the ching for one of his things because it was just like these things that were written for him, and I felt like it was kind of funny, but like you're not gonna get a Ricky Gervais ever again. We're never gonna get that unless we do. And that was entertaining. Joan Rivers, Ricky Gervais. We have now gotten to a point where like Jimmy Kimmel's career could have been ended on Sunday if he would have made like an actual joke that people talked about. No one's talking about her because he was soft.
Well, he tried recently by laying down on the floor to kind of make a joke, and that he got like insane pushback from that. So I think he was probably just like, give me like vanilla.
Yeah, give me softball.
I love him. May I just say?
I think he
puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, he's a good person. He's one of my favorite Jimmys.
He is my favorite. He is my favorite Jimmy. If I had to rank them, thanks for asking. Him as number one. I obviously I know people hate James Corden, and I understand that he's an asshole. He's given us some good things. Carpool Karaoke, there has been some incredible videos that I watch on repeat from that. The Crosswalk musicals, incredible material. Everything with Harry Styles that he's given us, I can't hate him because he has given me things that bring me so much peace. He has to be the last of the Jameses, of course, just because of
implication.
You can't love someone that has hurt so many people by being an asshole. You can't. But I do think that we have to appreciate some of the things that he's given us.
I think he has a really good way of getting celebrities to open up. He'd be a good red carpet interviewer.
Sure. Yeah, let's reclaim him as...
But he wouldn't be...
What do you think he's going to do after late night?
Yell at waitresses?
Probably.
But anyways, Kimmel.
I love him.
So he had jokes, and everyone is dogging on him for this, bringing Malala into the thing. I feel like people.
What exactly did he say?
He said Malala Land, which I was like, that was the most bold thing he did. I was like, why that was unnecessary, and probably don't throw her name. Wasn't she shot?
Yeah.
Probably don't.
Right.
But also, she was there, and it's Jimmy Kimmel, and she's sitting on the aisle. I think that all those people got a little bit of a heads up, and I think their jokes were written for them.
Mm-hmm.
Malala never laughed or anything, but she's not a comedian or an actor.
Mm-hmm.
She's Malala. So I think when he asked her to speak on the Chris Pine spitting on, or Harry Styles spitting on Chris Pine, did you see that?
No, where was this?
This is I even saw that part. He walked up and was like, Malala's here.
I must have been on my phone.
Malala's here. Malala, we have a question in from Sarah. Yeah, here it is. Harassing Malala.
Was this at the opening?
This is at the tail end.
Oh.
Work on human rights and education for women and children is an inspiration. As the youngest Nobel Prize winner in history, I was wondering, do you think Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine?
I only talk about peace.
Great.
You know what? That's why you're Malala and nobody
Great
else
answer.
is.
I feel like people don't I don't know this for a fact, but to me, everyone having that's a great answer from Malala.
Yeah.
Succinct. I think that they had a little bit of time to prepare, and maybe something was written for them. I don't
think that was like not funny on Jimmy's part.
No, I don't either. I think getting crowd work done is awesome, and you get to see like Malala. I wouldn't have known Malala's there. I forgot about Malala.
Wait, so what is your takeaway from that moment?
Was that like a lot of people like are that YouTube video was titled Jimmy Kimmel harasses Malala at.
Oh, I didn't think that was bad.
No.
Maybe I'm like.
And then a bear ran out in a suit, like a fake bear.
Yeah.
He was like, "Cocaine bear, get off of Malala!" Like, let her.
Yeah.
It was funny. That's the whole thing. Like, you have to have things for other people.
Yeah, I don't think that was bad.
Certainly not.
I really like Jimmy Kimmel, I have to say.
Yeah.
I guess we have a lot more Oscar stuff, but should we not?
Yeah, we don't have to. I think the Glambot needs to go to hell.
Connor, put anyone in the Glambot. Like, I'd rather be dead than get in the Glambot. Like, it is the biggest ick to me in the world. Like, even Andrew Garfield in the Glambot, I can't look. Like, it grosses me out to see people in slow motion like that. People are not meant to be in slow motion. That's why we're in regular motion. Like, it's not meant to be that way. There's something disgusting about it. Remember when we went to the AMAs?
One exception is Brad Pitt.
No,
it is. I promise.
No one. Like, when we went to the AMAs, didn't you go in it? You went in something that put you in slow motion.
Yeah.
I was like, go have fun.
But I was also moving my ass fast so that my slow motion would be regular motion.
I'm telling you, like, if I am like crushing on someone too hard, put them in the Glambot and it'll knock
That's
them
your
down.
ick? The Glambot?
That's my ick. Like, it is like repulsive to me.
It was so cool
to see a man in a Glambot.
For so short, but I've seen too many people I know in the Glambot now. I'm like, oof,
I like, ugh, gross. It's disgusting.
Speaking of disgusting, the beige carpet.
Okay.
That was a lapse in judgment to me.
To be honest, I didn't even notice it.
That was a big thing. It was champagne colored carpet for this. And there was no conversation about it. Like, there was no reason. It wasn't in honor of anybody. It was just champagne.
Didn't offend me.
I'm offended. It looks like flesh to me. I was like, this is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it might have been so that people's dress would really pop.
Champagne.
To me, washed out. Anyways, that's my
I'm a very big, like, if it's not broken, don't fix it person. The red carpet wasn't broken.
No, don't fix it. Don't change the color of the red carpet at the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
That is the red carpet of shows.
Totally.
Anywho, Dad.
We can move on from the Oscars.
We can get out of here.
Okay.
See you, Oscars.
You pick something.
Okay. Hang on.
We didn't even do weekend update because you went right into the bank.
Sorry, guys.
Did you do anything this weekend?
Who wants to hear about my weekend?
I think all I did was be on the treadmill next to Paul. And I just watched TV because it was a huge TV weekend.
I had one really cool thing that happened.
Tell me.
And I'm going to talk about it because Brittany Broski DM'd me about it. So basically, on Friday, Hank had Quinn 92 over to make a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn 92 and I are buddies, obviously. And he goes, did you hear that Hosier might be coming tonight to this bar down the street? And
I was like, Hosier?
Tomato.
Just so you know.
Tomato. Tomatoes are tomatoes.
It's fully a tomato.
So Hosier was coming. There was a rumor, and he was like, "Do you guys want to come? Whatever." I'm like,
"Yeah." What? To town?
What? He's gonna come to Hosier.
To your house?
Hosier was gonna. There was a rumor he was gonna come to this bar that's like down the street, and I was like, "Yeah, we want to go." We rush over. The rumor had gotten around. It had spread, and we waited for so long, and finally got in. And I hear, "My lover's got humor."
Mm-hmm.
Like, sprinted in from the bar, took a shot, got in, watched the song. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Walks off stage right after, take me to church. But it was good.
What was the motivation for him to do that?
So it's Irish Week because of St. Paddy's Day.
Oh,
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's all I did. The whole weekend, that's all I did.
I didn't leave my apartment.
Well, it's been really shitty. They're really running a train on us with this weather and the time change.
I've already told you how I'm feeling about the time change. Like, I guess that's why I didn't leave the apartment. Oh no, it was Sunday. Daylight savings. I knew it was coming.
So it was Saturday night.
Yeah. So I was just in preparation mode this weekend.
Well, Oh, I mean, there's just no point living in California at all when it's raining.
Oh, I like it.
Well, the rain doesn't, you could be anywhere when it's
I
raining.
like having an excuse to be inside. I like being inside and not feeling bad about being inside.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm always inside. So it's like when it's sunny, it's like, damn, I should be outside. And I'm not. So I feel bad. But when it's raining, it's like, awesome. I'm inside and I have a reason to be.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The weather is like gaslighting you, justifying how much you're spending in rent in California.
I guess.
Yeah. The ocean does that to me. Like sometimes I'll be in traffic and I'll look to the right and be like,
No, I always think, like, in terms of taxes, like, you are paying for California.
Sure.
Like, you're paying for the beach. You're paying for the not having seasonal depression.
Are you going to burp or something?
Yes.
Do you want to go for it and then get back to me?
No, it passed. But yeah, I was going to burp. Sorry, I hate when people talk through burps, but I was saying something important that I already forget about. So
Something about taxes and...
Oh, gosh. I forgot. I knit a sweater for today and I...
Oh, let's see it. Does that say MILF?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Nice.
As you know, recently I've become a mom.
Yeah.
So this is my sweater for Frankie. Man, I love Frankie.
Oh.
Yeah. So it doesn't fit. But
No, it's fine. It's good.
it's like the size of Frankie. So
It's good.
it's a teeny tiny. Yeah, so this is my mommy outfit. And I'm going away this weekend, so this is the first time that I'll be leaving her to Florida. So that's scary.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know how I wanted a guinea pig just because of the low maintenance piece? I'm bringing her to Megan. Our friend Megan is watching her.
With a guinea pig.
You can't. She'll explode.
What do you mean? Did you look that up and confirm?
No, but like I know my daughter and she'll explode. But like
So it's like a biohazard?
you can't bring guinea pigs. You can only bring cats and dogs as like emotional support animals, service animals.
Oh, so she'd need to
she
be
would have to go
below
under
deck?
and she would die if she went below deck via
Whoa.
Google. But I have to bring her to my friends, and like if you had a dog or a cat, you'd literally just bring like the animal and their food, and like for a cat, like I guess a litter box. With Frankie, I have to bring her playpen, which is going to be one separate trip because that's massive. She has 2 beds that she likes to sleep in. She has her big blanket that I have to drape over the playpen sometimes because she'll want to hide in that. I have to bring her hay, her food, her lettuce. I have to go get her some new lettuce. I have to bring all of her blankets that I have to lay down on the playpen. So I have to take about 45 trips to Megan's, and I have to bring Frankie.
Wow.
So it's like it is a task to have a guinea pig if you're going away.
Well,
I
good-
can't leave again.
Good on you. That's the
I would have to
that's
have
the price
someone.
you have to pay for
if you
motherhood.
ever want, because I know you have roommates. If you ever want to like live alone for a second, you should stay in my apartment with Frankie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
What do you think about that? Do you love that?
Do
Are
you?
excited
I'm
about
asking
that?
you.
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah, sure.
You wouldn't.
No.
Why? You would love having the space yourself.
Yeah.
Is it the location?
Yeah.
Really? Because you wouldn't be able to walk to the beach?
Yeah, get my coffee.
But you could walk to a different coffee shop.
That's true. Change of scenery. Well, I'll sit on it.
Okay. What if I went
me
away
sit
for
on
like 2 nights? Would you do it for one
Yeah,
night?
sure. Yeah, of course. Oh, to watch Frankie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
You would?
Yeah, sure.
That's really sweet. You still haven't met her.
I know.
Wow. That's so insane that like she's such a big part of my life and so are you, and you guys haven't met.
Bring her to the pod.
I'm too scared that I don't want to upset her.
She's not just going to explode, by the way. So
On
you
the
could bring
plane?
her. You could bring her in your car, and you could bring her to the podcast
No,
studio.
I know she's not going to explode if I bring her here.
She's not
I
like
don't
a
want.
suicide
I
bomber.
don't want to upset her, and like the thought of her being uncomfortable, like in the car or like being a little scared, like it breaks my heart.
Brooke
Because
is
she can't
constantly
tell me.
saying
She can't
things
tell
that
me.
like are gonna get her on a no-fly list. Like she texts me all the time. She's like, "I know my plane's gonna go down," and I'm like, "You're on the plane Wi-Fi. Like you shouldn't send stuff like 19A, the lights lighting
You
up."
always scare me. He's always like, I'll say something like, sure, like I probably shouldn't be texting on a plane to him. And then he's like, Brooke, like you're going to get taken off the plane right now. They're going to emergency land. And you can't say that to me because I'll believe you and I'll be like beside myself the rest of the flight.
Good. Be aware of what you're sending via text message.
Well,
It's going through their system.
No, it's not. They're not monitoring my texts.
If you think they're not monitoring your text, there's
What?
All right, it sounded like you about to burp. If you think they're not monitoring your text that you're sending via the plain Wi-Fi,
Like you
they
always
better
tell me I'm
be.
going to
I
go
hope
to
they
jail.
are.
You told me I was going to go to jail yesterday.
Should I say why I thought you were going to go
Yeah,
to jail
that was
yesterday?
objectively not bad, but I did.
She parked outside the Beverly Hills Hotel, just in the 2-hour parking, just chilling in her car to see if
That's legal.
maybe Andrew Garfield was
That's
staying
legal.
there and was leaving.
No, listen, first of all, that's fine even the way you said it. Like, I see nothing wrong with that, but it wasn't even, like, there was an hour left of light, which I wasn't used to, and I have my new car, so I was like, I'll go for a drive. I'm 5 minutes from the Beverly Hills Hotel. That's where I had found myself. That wasn't even my original plan. And I just was like, okay, that would be cool if someone, maybe Andrew specifically, because I know he's staying there, walked out. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
There is no crime in parking legally. That is like the most legal thing I've ever heard of. I should be going to the Polo Lounge, which is the restaurant in the Beverly Hills Hotel. That's where I saw Jimmy Fallon just singing. I should be going there anytime there's any sort of event. There's no reason for me not to be.
Can you just go there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Connor,
know
it's
that.
so fun.
I want to go there.
We should go. It's really fun. The salad, you know about the salad? It's $50. I've never gotten it, but you have to be prepared to like spend, like a drink is like going to be $30 minimum.
Oh, I'd be one of those, like, I'd be nursing my stuff.
It's
like, oh, this is just eating small
but they're
bites.
also really strong. So it's like, I've never had
I'm talking about the salad.
Oh.
I'd be eating that.
I've
that
never
would-
gotten
it would-
food.
It would take me 2.5 hours to eat that salad because I'd be trying to like extend my stay and make that worth it.
No, that's something. It's like if
Paying rent to sit at the Polo Lounge.
if like a relative ever feels like they want to come visit me, then I'll be like, let's go to the Polo Lounge.
Let's open up that
Yeah.
checkbook.
Yeah. But you would love it. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Holding you to it.
Yeah.
Maybe for my birthday.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down.
Okay, that would be really fun.
I want to just talk about this thing that I got because I wanted to talk about it like last week. So I got this new app called the 1 Sec app.
1 second a day?
No. Every time I open Instagram, it redirects me to take a deep breath
Oh.
and breathe out. And then it tells me how many times I've tried to open Instagram in the past 24 hours, 39 times.
Is it just for Instagram?
Instagram, well, you set it to whatever you want.
Okay.
So if you're like scrolling on
I don't need that.
LinkedIn a ton.
Negativity.
Well, no, and then you just say I don't want to open Instagram anymore, or like I do want to open Instagram, and then you have to, like your mood blanket, you have to answer like what is the reason you're getting on Instagram, and it tracks. So it's like I'm anxious right now, I'm procrastinating right now, I'm on the toilet.
That's good. That's a
I'm
good
bored.
exercise in mindfulness.
Yeah, it's helped because the first day I did it, the first 24 hours, guess how many times I tried to open Instagram?
50 plus.
117.
Yeah. Is that your like most used app for sure, right?
Instagram or Twitter? Yeah.
Can you go to your screen time?
No.
Just you don't have to say the numbers.
Talk about I don't want to deal with negativity.
You don't have to
today.
say the numbers.
I just wanted to
with
share
the
that.
app.
If
Okay.
anyone's working on mindfulness, that is like mindfulness is a good way to put it. That's a great app for you.
You know what my mindfulness is that I'm working on?
Huh.
Pausing.
To think?
Yeah, just like because you know me, I like get if someone says something that like makes me upset, it's like immediate reaction.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to like pause for a second and think like maybe you don't need to react that way.
That's really good.
That's actually been helping
Nice.
a lot.
I feel like a lot of the things we talk about, like these big strides for us, are like very elementary things that you learn in like first grade.
No, yes, but also that's why like preschoolers like they're better at a lot of like honestly like as a preschool teacher like they were a lot better at like solving conflicts than I would be because they're like learning that right now and they are like so cognizant of like okay, this is what I'm saying. I'm taking a break now. I'm pausing. I'm checking in with you. Like I don't do that, you know? So like bring back just like thinking about how to react. We don't think.
We're sheep.
Sure.
Sorry, that was a totally
I think
different
so.
thing. Sorry, like
But anyway,
blanked out.
be mindful.
Being mindful is huge. Mind if we do a science corner real quick?
No, I don't mind.
So NASA is monitoring an asteroid that could collide with Earth potentially on
Aren't they always doing that?
Valentine's Day in 2046. The reason I'm going to debunk this right away, although I love that they've already decided, they can't tell me more than a percentage that it's going to rain and wind, but they can tell me that on Valentine's Day in 25 years that an asteroid's going to hit.
If I'm still single, I hope it. I hope it takes me.
out.
Yeah.
Well, I already can debunk this right away because I asked John or Hank Green, whichever one does science.
You asked him? You asked Hank?
Yeah.
Him?
Or you did. Someone did. Someone we know did. Was it me?
It wasn't you.
I've claimed,
I would know.
I've claimed it as my own story.
No, it wasn't you.
Well, it's mine now.
Okay.
I asked Hank or John Green.
Hank
Green about asteroids because I'm always like thinking about them.
Mhm.
And he said, we've already checked every single one that has potential to hit. And like,
They're not going to. He said that a long time ago.
Sure.
So you didn't ask that, and it's old.
Don't care and having fun and ratio. So
What does that mean when people say ratio?
it means that my response gets more likes than your original thought.
Does it? Is that what it means?
Mm-hmm. If I ratio you, it's a better ratio than your original.
Like you're ratioed? You would say
You've
ratioed?
been ratioed.
Okay.
By that.
Okay, cool. Well,
So the asteroid known as blah, 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 first discovered on February 26, according to the European Space Agency, has now been added to the agency's risk list. That's the list that Brooke's on for flying. And because of what scientists have seen so far, its ranking on the list is currently at number 1, but don't worry, that doesn't mean catastrophic damage is imminent.
oh my God. Frankie did the cute. Did I tell you about when Frankie fell asleep on his strawberry?
No.
It was so
Did
cute.
you take a picture?
No, I didn't because I couldn't, like, it was on like her underside, her belly, and I couldn't like access that point, but she smelled so good like a strawberry and she was all red. It was
Did
so
strawberries?
cute.
I didn't even know strawberries have scents.
What?
I wouldn't be able to
Strawberry
smell.
scented things.
Yeah, that's an artificial added scent.
No,
but if you
strawberry.
smell a strawberry,
Are you kidding?
if you smell a strawberry, nothing happens.
That is not.
It's like a rose.
That's not
Roses
true.
don't smell.
Connor, the whole point of roses is that they smell.
Can you guys all smell roses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wake up and smell the roses.
I have COVID.
Well, have you never been able to smell that?
I was born with COVID.
That's weird. No wonder you think smell's the least important sense. That is so strange because you actually like bad smells perturb you so much, but you can't smell a strawberry or a rose. Maybe you can't smell the good smells. Weird.
So no one worry about the asteroid. It's totally fine. But there is a new Science Corner thing that I'm just going to bring up really quick in the 60-second minute of this podcast.
Yeah.
Called, because it's just a circle back. Oh, I have 2 circle backs really
Sure.
quick. Last things I'll talk about. They are moving forward with reincarnating, in quotes, the woolly mammoth. It's set to return in just 4 years.
How do you just like decide to move forward with a reincarnation?
It's
Doesn't that
time.
just
We need
happen?
new animals. I've been calling for new animals for the longest time, and this is a good one. It's harmless.
Is one of them frozen?
Yeah, plenty of them are frozen. Imagine if this beefcake comes back and he's hairy and he's walking around. That's going to be awesome.
Where are they putting him?
I don't,
Okay.
hopefully like California.
I don't think something tells me that's not the case.
But there's plenty of those in the tar pits, no? And those are just on La Brea. They'd be right at home.
I don't think that we will be seeing those in Southern California. Something tells me, but hopefully, fingers crossed.
That'd be cool.
What's
Like
that one?
they're gonna come back the same way. So sorry. Okay, 2 quick thoughts. They're gonna come back. I was thinking we could eat them, and I'm like, imagine that rack of ribs. Like that'd be fun.
No,
But
Connor.
we can't eat elephants.
Are they in the elephant genus?
You don't look. You're not looking at that and seeing an elephant with hair.
No, not at all.
Yeah, 99.6%
I don't know what
match
I-
with an Asian elephant, which
Oh.
is why they believe they can bring it back. Awesome, do it. I'd love an elephant with hair.
Okay.
Now it's gonna make the elephants look like naked mole rats.
You know what? Like elephants, like if we weren't familiar with them and we just saw an elephant, that would be crazy. That's something that it's like a Pokemon,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you see Don't Look Up?
Yes.
So it's funny that this asteroid is now top of the talk of the town right when the banks start failing. And I
What's
say
the
that
connection?
because it's like, oh, an asteroid's coming. Now we're looking up while all the government takes care of all the banks. So no one panics and takes their money out of the banks. Am I being a conspiracy theorist? Okay, I just have to say that, like, if I starting to act a little crazy recently, it's because that new For You following page on Twitter has been bizarre for
I
me.
love that place.
No, I know it was really fun at first, but everyone please buckle in for what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I'm just going to hand Brooke my phone.
And I'm going to hand you mine. Check out my For You.
I'm going to hand you my phone for a screenshot of one I got this morning. Top of my For You page. Brooke, go ahead and...
Are we allowed to talk about the
I don't
Taliban?
know. I really don't know. I don't know.
Okay. That's scary.
I can't even read it. Like, I can't even read who I got to... I'm getting like a bunch of very, very, very strange for me tweets, and they're not for me. I do not claim these tweets. I'm going to say what I got, okay?
Yeah.
And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a parody. Confirmed it's not.
Oh.
The Taliban Public Relations Department was the first tweet on my timeline today. And I was like, there's no way the Taliban has a PR department, right? Does that mean they have HR? Because I'm sure there's some flags for the HR department in the Taliban. But it said it's with great sorrow to announce that we've lost contact with our beloved brother, and they're just looking for one of their friends who's lost in the mountains.
And meanwhile,
And I said, why is this for me? Why is this
I don't know.
for me?
I think it's because you interact with a lot of like political.
Oh, no, I
content.
don't.
Well,
I-
like finance, that to me is political. Bank,
I guess like intrinsically finances are...
that's not pop culture.
I'm just staying in the loop with stuff. I don't need the Taliban updates. I don't need updates from the Taliban.
Okay, well, get this update I just got. Andrew Garfield and Oscar Isaac are in the talks to star in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. That's wild.
I would appreciate that. That's something that I would appreciate.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to wrap up with something non-Taliban related to lighten the mood. I talked to someone that works at Starbucks. I was wondering if those tips go to them. They do go
They
to them,
do.
and they
Yeah.
pool them and they split them. So tip your baristas.
Yes.
They're working hard.
Thank you, Connor.
You're welcome. And ChatGPT didn't give us an outro.
No, I was just going to say
Shit.
something about that.
Okay. Go ahead and should
here's-
ChatGPT do our outro too?
Is it easy to just do that quickly, Izzy? Okay. What? Write a short episode outro.
Outro for... This is like the longest episode I think we've ever done. I hope people like it.
Oh, it was very pop culture heavy.
There was a chunk in the middle that was all Oscars.
There was-
which I
40 minutes of Oscars. Okay. Do you want me to do it or you want to do it? Should we do sentence by sentence?
yeah.
You go first. Welcome back, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our discussion today about self-care and mental health.
Yes. And if you missed any of part of today's episode, don't forget to check out our website where you can find the full transcript.
And please remember, taking care of yourself is essential. And we hope this episode has reminded you to prioritize your mental health.
That's right, Brooke. We encourage all our listeners to take time for themselves, whether it's through meditation, exercise, or just simply relaxing with a good book.
Join us next time as we explore another fascinating topic. If you have any suggestions, please let us know on our social media channels.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review if you enjoyed the show. Until next time, take care and stay healthy. That'd be like if our podcast
No, that's
was...
it.
Okay.
Bonus. We'll see you in bonus.
Bye, guys. We'll see you in bonus.
This week on Close Friends. There was a teacher in my elementary school who, when you had a loose tooth, you would just like wait in line for her to pull your teeth out.
The whole school needs to be jailed. So much glass just fell out of
I'm
my
seeing
thumb.
that. Don't put it in your mouth.
I don't know why I almost put that in my mouth. I need to touch my eye right now, but I don't think it's...
Uh-oh. Yeah, don't.
Weird diplo. I actually am a guy that doesn't give very gay blowjobs. Loved my blowjob from the guy.
Yeah. Period.
One of the best ones I ever got.
Yeah.
Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.